Well, hey everybody, it's Tom here. I know it's been a while since my last video, but life kind of gets in the way, so I've got a video for you. So first off, I want to say thanks for finding my channel, all my new subscribers. I really appreciate it. All the other YouTube creators that you watch their channels, hit their subscribe button. I know they'd appreciate it too, because that's kind of like our reward. A lot of work goes into making these videos. You may see 15-20 minutes, but you know, for a video that's got like today, a mail call, you know, it's going to take me maybe an hour or two to film it. If we're down in the shop machining, you know, doing a project, it may take 8, 10, 12 hours of footage, and then we have to cut it down and condense it. So you know, hit the thumbs up button, leave positive comments. We always appreciate it. And with that being said, like I said, I've got a mail call for you guys. I've been locked down with the COVID virus up here, just like everybody else has been. So nothing else to do but get on the internet and you know, look at Craigslist, look at eBay, all that kind of stuff, and found some good deals. You know, made some purchases. I'm gonna share those with you. Let's see, what kind of updates do we have? I got a little update on the forklift from that video. Got gotta look at my cheat sheet here. Been working on my billy goat brush cutter, and a simple project turned into kind of a nightmare. So that's going to be a video coming out. Just waiting on some parts to come in. And oh, got a nice cool piece of machinery to show you guys. You're gonna like this. It's pretty awesome. So I can't wait to show you that. And of course, Mr. Khaos is right over here, and he's got the ball at my feet wanting me to play. So that panting you hear on the audio, that's Khaos. So but it is a beautiful day out here on the homestead. That's why I'm filming. Unfortunately, we got like 3/4 of an inch of rain last night, so you know, the job site down there is muddy again. Hopefully with summer right around the corner, we'll have some nice hot and dry days. You know, we can get that mud dried out, and we can get the pad formed, and we'll get some concrete poured, and then we can get rocking and rolling. So if you're new to the channel, this is a machining, welding, and metal fab channel. I moved. I'm trying to build a shop, and Mother Nature hasn't cooperated. So I promise we are going to be throwing some chips soon, so just bear with me. Get the camera turned around and show you the shop. So you guys that are new to the channel, what you're looking at is my shop under construction. If you haven't watched my earlier videos, I am building a 40 by 60 red iron steel building. It was going along great. And let me zoom in so you can see a little better. Zoom me out, there you go, so you kind of get it better. As you see, we had to grade everything, and unfortunately when we have those downpours, the water just goes wherever it wants to go. It'd be different if we had a gentle rain, but we don't for some reason. The weather pattern just always just pounds us, and so then, you know, the water goes where it wants to go, and it seems to want to flood inside the shop. I'm starting to berm up around it, trying to help out. So hopefully, you know, with that, and then, you know, just some good dry weather, and we get a break in the weather, we can get the inside dried out real well, and we can get a pad poured. So that's kind of the update on the shop. Yeah, this is my rain gauge. So this is why we can't get any work done in the shop. That's almost 3/4 of an inch. That came in last night in about 20 minutes. So that's why the shop stays so wet and soggy down there. What is it, Khaos? You want me to throw your ball? Huh? Come on, give me a ball. Okay. You're gonna kiss the camera? Uh-oh. Alright. Here comes Jealous. Alright, oh, you ready? Go get it. Well, I figured I'd give you guys an update on the forklift. And if you remember, when we put it in, this overflow here was over on this side, basically at a 5 o'clock position, and that's what the position we thought it was supposed to be when we put it back together. And of course, we were hitting on a inside bracket right there. If you remember on the video, I did a little bit of indexing to try to clear it. Well, I was sitting there one night getting ready to fall asleep in bed, and I had an epiphany. I was like, wait a second, I took some pictures before the build, and I went back and checked on my phone, and sure enough, this was the position it was supposed to be in at the 7 o'clock, not the 5. So we pulled the cylinder out, loosened the collar down there, rotated it, and put it back in. So now it's good. So I just want to do an update on that. But once we got this thing working and then all the fluid topped off and the system working right, the side shift cylinder was leaking like a sieve. Go figure. Get one fixed, and then you got to address the other one. But obviously this little cylinder is an easy rebuild. Shouldn't be a problem. And now that it's sitting, if you notice, it's a little bit wet down here. We're going to have to tighten that collar just a little bit more. Seems to be seeping through the thread, so that's it. Just a quickie. So what you guys are looking at is a Travidile. Scored this one off of eBay real cheap. Normally the nice units, or the ones that are in really nice condition, you know, go for several $100s, because they don't make these anymore, and there's still a current market for it, or should I say a demand. My old 1964 Monarch originally came with the Travidile because I've got the work order. Unfortunately, somebody has cannibalized it at some point in his life, so I've been on the lookout for a cheap one, because I'd like to put it back on the old Monarch there. You know, I just don't think the old vintage iron looks right with the DRO on it. So, you know, trying to go back to the old school stuff. So I did score this one really cheap. They listed it as a parts unit, but then when I read the description, you know, it said it works fine. It's just kind of old and, you know, seen its better days. Because as you can see, this is the original face. Found a seller on eBay that is reproducing the faces. He sent me one, and unfortunately it didn't fit in here, so he said that no problem, sent it back, and he said he had an original face that he'd send me. So apparently at some point in time they did a transaction, or should I say a transition, duh, in the diameter here. So the one he sent me, the reproduction did not fit, it was too big. So this one fits in just like that, and I've already plucked the plastic crystal off. It's pretty in good shape, and then I've got a cover for it. Same seller sells them. But let me get this flipped over and show you what the insides look like. Hopefully you guys can see that pretty well. So what happens is this wheel here, you know, rides on the side of the lathe, and it spins this. In turn, I guess obviously the tooth count is just right, which in turn spins this shaft, and then of course on the other side, that's where your needle reading is. Now the problem is these units have a failure rate pretty high for these odd bearings in here. They don't reproduce these bearings, don't make them anymore. You know, Southwestern is out of business. There is a place in Texas that will rebuild these, but they can't get these bearings, so what they do is they rob them from good units. So if you wanted a nice rebuilt one, you know, I think they were asking like 900 bucks. Whew. But eventually, you know, they're going to run out of units to cannibalize. So that's the weak point. These ball bearings go bad in these little bitty bearings. So that's it. Pretty simple. You know, not much to it. I'm going to clean this up, and hopefully I can get this working. But I thought I'd show it to you guys. Thought you'd like it. So I got it all put back together. Looks pretty good. Cleaned the gears best I could with dental picks. But unfortunately, I've got the little pads that go on here. As the pads wear down, chips can fall and get inside this unit, and then what it does is, you know, chips and gears don't like each other. So a lot of the little teeth on this big bull gear, so to speak, are damaged. So it's not super smooth. I've got one little sticky spot. I don't know if you can see. So she's smooth till I get to right here, and she wants to fight me right there. That's that little hang up. So I don't know if it's going to stay accurate or not, or it's going to slide once we get my shop up and running. I'll get this on the lathe because I've got to make a mounting bracket, and we'll see if this is going to be accurate or if it's just going to be a, you know, a conversation piece. So anyways, there she is. I was watching Robert there at Dudley Toolright's channel, and on one of his videos he acquired some T-slot covers. Thought they were pretty cool. Let me get out of the light a little bit. So I went on eBay and I found these. I like this style a little bit better. This is what it looks like. Obviously you can cut them to length. You know, if you're going to have your vise in the middle, if your table's shorter or longer. My table is 42 inches. So, pretty cool. If I can remember, I'll put the link to the eBay seller in the description. So you might pick up a set. So this is my cool new, to me, piece of machinery. It's a benchtop drill press, a Delta Rockwell Homecraft. Is that cool or what? This one's made in about the 50s. What's even nicer is this was my grandfather's, and I did not know he had it. So actually, he died at a young age, and I was also at a young age. I was only 11 years old when he passed in 1976. So apparently my dad acquired this, and he's had it, and he offered it up to me. So I was like, heck yeah. So can't wait to have this in the shop and be able to use it, especially since it's one of the few pieces of equipment I got from him before he passed. I've got his hammer he gave me, I've got a multimeter, and I got one or two more hand tools from him. So I'm going to cherish this baby. And what's even cooler is, let me show you what it came with. So it came with this awesome 4-inch palm grind vise. It's got one or two witness marks in there, but not bad at all. Really nice, man. And I didn't know how expensive these were. Just so happens that the KBC tool catalog just came out, and if you look, they're selling a 4-inch vise on sale for over $200. So wow. So tickled to death to have this drill press vise. Okay, so what do you guys say? We'll get the camera set up in some sunshine, and I'll show you all the cool purchases that I got off of eBay. Okay, since it's such a nice beautiful day, I'm gonna try filming outside. Hopefully the sunshine isn't gonna wash it out. Got a light breeze. Hopefully that won't affect the audio. But first off, what you're looking at is a couple sweet Ames indicators. As you guys know, or should know, that I love the Ames indicators. They're just extremely well built, heavy duty, and they've got such a wide variety of different ones. So first off, let me show you this one. Hopefully you guys can see it really well. If you look, that's 0.00005. Yeah, that's right. Look at this baby. It reads in 50 thou. So you want to challenge, put this on your lathe and try dialing in a 4-jaw chuck with a piece of stock in it and not having this needle move. Yeah, it'll pull your hair out. But isn't she just gorgeous? Even Mark Rotowski said he really liked this one when I sent it to him. So like I said, hopefully trying different ones to try to get it so you can really see how beautiful this thing is. So yeah, so oh, that's 1 thou and that's 2 thou reading. So, and then I picked this Ames up too, just a different style, really nice. And you know, one was sticky and the other one, like this baby here, you know, the glass is really faded. So I sent it to Mark Rotowski at MR Tool Repair, and he did a bang up job. If you guys can read his card there, give him some love if you got some indicators that you know, could need a repair, or they're kind of sticky and aren't smooth. I was watching Adam Booth over there at A-Bomb 79, and in one of his recent videos he was trying to remove, or he was successful in removing a couple of broken bolts. And he had this cool kit, is a Blue Point kit if I remember right, and I was like, man, those are pretty nice. Let me see what I can find on eBay. So I went looking. I did find one kit, and it was like 150 bucks. So I was like, don't know if I want to spend the money on that right now. And I ran across Drill Hog's version. So these are, I can't remember what these are. I think these are, oh, okay, there they are. Yep, they're M7. And they just have a slight taper. So it's not like a full easy out where, you know, it wants to expand and makes it even worse. And what's even better is obviously they're square, so you can put a wrench on them or a 8-point socket. So pretty cool. I'm gonna give these a try. The only thing I didn't like is it comes in a bag, but when I buy, you know, cheap import tooling, I always save the boxes that they come in, so this will be perfect. You know, I can just plop them in here. They fit like that, and then I'll have a nice little home. So their good thing is made in the USA and lifetime warranty. So if you're not interested in these easy outs, then they do make awesome drill bits. I've got a bunch of their drill bits. So, and everybody was sleeping on this one, so I picked up this nice number 2 Armstrong machinist jack for next to nothing. So pretty cool. I've got a bunch of number 1s, and I picked up a number 3 recently. I showed on an earlier mail call, so that'll be nice. And you can't have enough end mills, right? Especially big ones and quality ones. So of course, you know, just skimming the old eBay sales, and I picked up a few. This is a nice Weldon. Look at that nice hogger there. Sweet. It is a ball, but I mean, look at all that real estate you can use. So 1 inch in diameter, high-speed steel. I'll be able to use that in my new Habana horizontal and vertical mill. So that's why I've been looking for a larger tooling at a really good price for that mill. And picked up this baby here. 1 1/4 by 3/4 by 2 inch by 4 1/4. And let's see if we can get her out here. So look at that, another nice hogger. This is an M42, made in Israel. What, 6 footer? So sweet. Like I said, I don't think I paid maybe 20 bucks for that one. So yeah, I got all these really dirt cheap. Got these 2 here for $15 each. It is high-speed steel, 2 floaters. Made in China, but oh well. And let's see here. Another nice 1 incher, an M42, 3 floater, fine rougher. And let's see what this baby was. Oh yeah, picked up a nice double-ended solid carbide chamfering tool. So these will go in the cabinet. And lastly, for the purchases, picked up some nice ultra thin parallels. These are what, 1/32. Watching Tom Lipton, and he was using some, and I was like, man, the others are come in handy. You know, and I always forget to purchase them. You know, it's like when you're in your shop working and you think, oh yeah, I need to buy this, and then by the time you're done, you totally forget, you know, when you get out of the shop, without making it on a sticky note or a, you know, a buy list, so to speak. So just picked up these. These are cheap, import, you know, eBay. Nothing special, but you know, they'll come in handy. Just thought I'd mention, because of the COVID-19 virus, the car and truck show and swap meet that happens in April down at Charlotte Motor Speedway, that I always bring the camera along and let you guys see all the cool stuff. that got postponed. It got moved to June, and since the state didn't recover as fast as they hoped for, they just canceled the June show. So that's why there is no spring video of the swap meet. And also the Memorial Day flea market that I go to and I bring the camera with and you guys come along, that got canceled also. So hopefully we'll have a Khaos, really dude? So hopefully we'll have a Labor Day flea market that I can go and buy some cool stuff, and of course take the GoPro and you guys can see that. And then hopefully we'll also have a fall swap meet down at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. So fingers crossed. Well, that's it, guys. I appreciate you watching. I appreciate you subscribing, hanging out with me, and just to leave you a couple parting shots of you know, the nice countryside. We'll see you next time.